Hello guys, welcome back to the Swindon Town Save, and we are at the end of season number 2. One game remaining, that's a game against 24th placed Burton, and it's been going very well since you were last here. We're now 16th in the league, firmly safe from relegation, and we can, with a good performance here today, finish in 14th place, which would be a very good season. The last time I saw you, I believe, was around here, I'm going to say. I can't fully remember, to be honest, but I believe it was somewhere around here. So, we'll just go through everything since February. So we beat Rotherham 4-2, then we beat Birmingham 2-0, and then a 1-1 draw against Charlton. Then we beat Cheltenham 2-0, I think you might have seen that actually, before a 1-0 win against MK Dons. Then we went and lost 2-1 to Bolton. Then we beat Port Vale 3-0, and then a 2-1 win against Lincoln, before a 4-2 loss against Crewe, a 2-1 loss against Leyton Orient, and then a 2-1 win against Cambridge United, a 5-2 thrashing of league leaders Ipswich, which, by the way, not only did Jaden Williams get a 10 match rating, but he scored an absolute screamer from 30 yards. So let's just watch it, because it was an absolutely stunning finish. So Ian Dolo played it over the top, looking for him. Was headed back, Lewis played it into him, turns, what a shot, what a strike, special player he is. And then a 1-1 draw against Barnsley, and then a 2-0 loss against Portsmouth. As I said, puts us 16th in the league, firmly safe from relegation, and on 57 points, which is a good haul. Jaden Williams, the highest average rating in the league, and the 9th top goal scorer in the league. Also, since the last episode, we have brought in a couple of players on deals that we'll go through at the start of next season. Josh Nichols has come in from Arsenal. He's a youngster who will probably just go out on loan, but looks like a good wing back. Mikel Rosiak can play in at wing back, or can play in the centre of midfield, probably more likely to play in the centre of midfield, and he once again is another youngster from Arsenal. And then we're looking to bring in one from Chelsea and another one from Arsenal as well. So all of that's going on. We also have got the face pack from Zealand installed, so now our youngsters have all got faces, which is great. So yeah, this is what they look like. The ones that are actually looking good are Aaron Bridges. He looks brilliant, 17 years of age, on loan at Chippenham right now, doing really quite well in the National League, and I think he's definitely got a big future at this club as a centre-back. 5-star potential. I think he could be one for the future. Marcelo Clift is one which, when he came in, he didn't look like he was going to be great. I mean, 13 finishing was the only reason I thought he'd be decent, but I gave him one appearance. He did alright in the first team, but he was doing really well for our under 18s team, and we sent him out on loan. He seems to be doing quite well. 6 foot, very quick, very good finishing. His composure's growing all the time. His dribbling and first touch are getting better. He looks like a really good player as that creative advanced forward kind of striker already, and he's got some good potential. And then Todd Fisher, Dory Middenhall, Luke Nelson and Santos, they're the other ones that will really get anywhere. Maybe McGrath as well, but that's what we're looking at. We've got the last game of the season today. Staff wise, we've actually made a couple of adjustments. No big ones, though we will be getting a new assistant manager in the summer and a new director of football as well. But we did bring in... we've got Danny Murphy as a coach. If it will load. Yeah, Danny Murphy, good coach. Stolen him from Song in from BBC, that's what we've done. Andy Reynolds is our new goalkeeping coach because he's very, very good. I don't know, can I see that? Yeah, very good coach, in my opinion. And we also got Jack Sharkley, who's a great fitness coach, and I can't remember which one he was. Was it Lee? Yeah, Lee Trundle, who has got 16 attacking coaching, so I thought that was a no-brainer. But let's get into this game, and let's see what we can do. This is the team. This team that will have we might try and get Swanson, but it depends how expensive he will be. Hamilton definitely won't be able to come back because he is so expensive. So it's Mitov in goal. Swanson and Hamilton may be making their last appearances for the club as the two on the right side of the defence with Gibson and Devine on the left side. Then it's Reed, Longstaff and Darcy, the midfield three. We've given Reed a new contract until 2026, as well as giving Wakeling one until 2026, and we've given Jaden Williams an extension till 2027. And Darcy's also been given an extension as well. So Reed, Longstaff, Darcy, Wakeling, Curtis and Jaden Williams, the front three. Everyone but Reece Devine is tied down for the season after next, but we're trying to get him onto a new contract. McDonald and believe it was Danny Rowe, they're the only two that are leaving, and Bosworth maybe. So yeah, Bosworth, by the way, is the goalkeeper that we signed when we were in League 2 to be back up. He's not done that well, so I thought, why not just let him go. So let's get into it. And we're already 7 minutes into this video. We've not even seen a moment of action yet. So I want an improvement from the last performance. Let's end our season well. By the way, we've got a new skin on as well. So tell me if you like it in the comments section. Because if you don't, then we don't have to use it. But I just thought it gives you more information on the match screen, and it also, I thought, looked better on the club info screen and stuff. And actually, after this game, we do have some news to do with facilities because there have been a couple of changes. But let's get talking about the game. Here's Hamer, and Swanson's done really well. And here's Wakeling. Looks for the ball over the top, and Jaden Williams, will he get there first? He will, and Jaden Williams scores, and it's another goal. It's the 16th of the season for Jaden Williams. He's been superb, and he's definitely not going to be number 34 for much longer. That number 34 is going to be becoming number 9, because he has been our great number 9 in this second half of the season. Great ball over the top by Wakeling. He's been brilliant recently as well. And Jaden Williams, brilliant finish. That front three really starting to combine well now. Curtis has got 8 goals, 2 assists for us so far. Wakeling has got 11 goals, 6 assists this season. And then our striker Williams with 16 goals. Ball in by Reed, headed away by Clare. And that's probably the only place that we could really look to improve going forward is our set pieces. Perhaps not the delivery, but really we don't have anyone who's a massive aerial presence. And Mitov coming a lot out of his goal there. Kicks it long. Sam Hughes has made a mistake. Williams, 17th goal of the season for us. 29th in all competitions for both us and the team he was out on loan at in the National League. And that is 2-0 to Swindon Town. Mitov launching it up there, causing some danger. Sam Hughes with a touch of what I would call class, because that was classy enough that we could get onto the end of it. So I'm very happy he made that mistake. And we are 2-0 up. Here's Jaden Williams again. Now Curtis. Can he get the ball in? He tried to, and Garrett does well enough to make a catch and look to go forward for a team that will, I believe they're going to finish last. So they're looking for something on the final day just to make their morale a bit higher as they go back down into League 2. As here's Darcy being played through. It was a lovely ball by Williams, and Darcy now scores. And he's bursting out of midfield, and it's a great goal. And Ronan Darcy has been brilliant in this new system, and I'm so pleased for him. The 23-year-old, 6th goal of the season. The ball by Jaden Williams, it just shows how well-rounded he is. He can play cutting through balls like that. And we're 3-0 up within 25 minutes. An all-round performance already from Jaden Williams as well. 19 and performing like this in League 1. Very, very impressive. And I'm sure that Tottenham will be kicking themselves for letting him go, because he is clearly quality. Hamilton, good header away. Probably in his last game for the club, unless we can get a deal with Norwich this summer. Good header away by Swanson. Here's Bishop. Back out to Hamer now. Ball in. Mullin's going to get there, but Mitov. Great defending. Great goalkeeping. And up to 15th right now. And hopefully Shrewsbury will lose, because then we will get 14th place. Devine, ball in by Darcy, and we scored from a corner. And Ronan Darcy's got 2. Will it be Darcy? Will it be Williams to get their hat-trick first? It's 4-0, and we're not even in at the 40th minute. It's a goal every 8 minutes, it feels like. And Ronan Darcy, great header. 7th goal of the season. And we are 4-0 up. We're in cruise control. And this has been a brilliant performance on this last day of the season. I'm very happy with this. And this is just what we wanted. We wanted to put our stamp on this season, because we had a really, really tough first half of the season. But this second half of the campaign, we have been absolutely brilliant. One of, the top 10 teams this second half of the season. And I think next season there is a chance that we can maybe make a push for the top half, and then the season after perhaps we could go for playoffs and maybe even a promotion. But before we think about that, we've got to think about taking out Mullin, and that's a beautiful tackle by Gibson. He's been crucial since he's came in. Really has been a game changer, really, because we had one brilliant centre-back in Hamilton, and he's just brought that calmness as Gibson. But here's Mullin, he's in behind again. Mullin not been seen by our 2 centre-backs, but Mitov, as he has been all season, stands strong, makes the save. He's been absolutely crucial as that last line of defence. And Powell will now take the corner. It's in towards the back post, and Curtis, another player who came in January, doing well defensively, heading it away. Powell to the front post, and Sam Hughes has made up for his mistake by scoring. And Mitov probably thinks he should have done better. He hit the post and went in, and it's unlucky, but we've got to remember, that it's not over yet. There's still another 40 minutes to go, and we need to see this game through. And they've got another corner hit, Powell to take. These are dangerous, and they've headed it over again, and they've missed another big chance. But their corners are proving to be very, very dangerous right now. And I'll tell you what, that set piece taker seems pretty decent. Here is Gibson. Hamilton looks to play it over the top. Williams is in. Jaden Williams looking for his hat-trick. Jaden Williams. Garrett makes a good save. It was straight at him though. Here's Curtis. Now Longstaff. Reed. Keeping things ticking over in the midfield. Devine. Ball in. Jaden Williams. I thought he was going to get there, but it was a great defensive header in that from the Burton Albion player. I think it was Osishilaja. And that's an awful pronunciation. I'm very sorry about that. I I need to get better at pronouncing names is what I need to do. Williams is now going to come on, as is Lewis, and I think Ellis, Ian Dolo will come onto the field of play in this final 10 minutes of this game, and we've got to just see it out now. Smith, ball in, and it's in. Victor Adebayo, and it's 4-2. We've got to, be careful here because they could get back into this, Burton. They've been growing into the game slowly but surely, and now 4-2. But it does look like we are going to take the points. Not the best display this season, but it's enough to get a win on the final day of the season. Away at Burton, and 4 first half goals seal the deal. Not the best performance, but we got the win, and I can never say no to 4 goals. So yeah, good way to end the season, and hopefully the budget will be nice for us next season. I don't know if we'll be able to actually see that on this episode. It depends if they're going to tell us now, and they're not. So you will see that on the transfer. No, I will show you in just a second, actually. By the way, we've hit the club vision stuff. They're not happy that I didn't play defensively solid football, but I don't really care. We've improved our junior coaching. We've improved our youth recruitment as well. Before, our youth recruitment was greyed out stars. Now it's actually a star. Our junior coaching has improved by half a star as well. So we are getting better as a club, slowly but surely. So let's just press continue a couple of times. And also, I'm going to have to make some new kits as well, because you know what a new season means? It means new kits, because that's how we work around here. And who knows, we might even be able to change who's making our kits. So have a look at that in the off season. But yeah, so Salford have been promoted. Oxford have also been promoted. So we've got local rivals Oxford back in our league next season. So that's going to be a couple of interesting games. And I'm very excited for them, actually. It's going to be a couple of really good games. So let's go through the season review now, rather than doing it at the start of next season. So, obviously, Jaden Williams, best signing of the season. So it was Scunthorpe, so 17 in 18, 4 assists as well. It's an incredible season. So yeah, he came from Tottenham on a free. We sent him out on loan for half a season to Scunthorpe. He went and scored 11 goals. I thought, why not? Why don't we bring him back in? He made an instant impact on his debut, and now he's going to be starting for years. Lewis Gibson, very good player. Zach Swanson, very good player as well, and Jamie Hamilton, very good player. Matty Longstaff's been really good since he came in, as has Mitov, as has Curtis. This guy will be sold. Joshua Oluwamemi. I still can't say his name. Joshua's being sold. Adam Lewis, good player in that midfield, keeps stuff going. Marcus Muir is a youngster, but I don't know how much future he's got at the club. David Boateng, he's a good backup. On the outs, Marcel Lavernier is now in Portugal. Well, I'm not sure that Derby really worked out for him, so now playing in Portugal, applying his trade. Tyree Shade, how's he getting on? He's now playing for Hartlepool on loan. Didn't really go well then, did it? For him. And how did Richard Keown get on at Salford? He played 2 games. Interesting. Players out on loan. Let's have a look. Ricky Aguirre did pretty well. Josh Robinson did pretty well. Aaron Bridges has done pretty well as well. So the board were pleased. A mid-table finish. No doubt that fine run of results towards the end of the season helped. They did. You look at the results in the first half of the season and then look at them in the second half. The second half of the season, I'd say, is probably around that kind of position, kind of form. FA Cup, third round, yeah, I was really happy with that. Carabao Cup, second round, we'll take that. And Papa John's Trophy, we got to pass the group stage, so that's pretty decent. Our biggest win this season was a 5-0 win in the Papa John's Trophy. Who remembers Occo Flex? He played in that game. He's now playing for Derry City, pretty badly, but made a profit on him. And also, Jerome Sinclair, how's he doing at Rotherham? As well as he did with us, not very. So I'm pleased that I cashed in on him as well. Match to remember, the 4-0 win against Plymouth. That was Williams' first game, and that was a brilliant game. And then this goal from Curtis, I think I can remember this one. This was an absolute cracker. I think you may have seen this in an episode. I can't quite remember if you did or not. But let's have a look at the match report. So they were playing it about. Wakeling won the ball back. Longstaff played it into Curtis, and then he absolutely, oh, what a goal. Yeah, I think you have seen that before. That is a special, special goal. So, club reputation has stayed the same. Sponsorship has gone up. Broadcast revenue has gone up. Corporate and hospitality has gone up, as has prize money and match day commercial and retail. We sold £412,000 worth of merchandise, and 5,459 shirts have been sold. Wakeling the most, then it's Curtis, Longstaff, Darcy and Williams. So this is the team of the season. Mitov in goal, Boateng getting in at right back. I suppose he did play quite a few games towards the start of the season. Then Hamilton, Clayton getting in. I'm not really sure about Clayton and Boateng. And then Lewis. Hazeman definitely deserves to be in there, I think. Longstaff and Darcy, the three in midfield. I'm surprised that there's no Louis Reed, though. That does surprise me. And then Wakeling, Curtis and Williams, definitely rightly the front three. Fans Player of the Season goes to Ronan Darcy. Young Player of the Season goes to Jaden Williams, and Signing of the Season. And we didn't get any competition awards, though. Our top goal scorer was Williams. Most assists was Ronan Darcy. Most man of the matches was Williams. Highest average rating was a 7.14 Darcy. And most passes completed per 90 was Lewis Gibson with 72. History in the making. That spell of football in the middle of the season was the making of Swindon. Swindon looked sharp when they had to be in the middle of the season. Few would have expected this outcome, but they gave themselves a chance and reaped the rewards. So let's have a look at the managerial timeline. So we were hired, we signed Hazeman, then we invested in the youth, and we went up. Wakeling broke the club goal scoring record with 20 goals last season, and then all the signings last season. I did my 100th match this season. Future star, not really. I mean, he is 24, but Matty Longstaff was a very good signing, definitely. Lewis Gibson as well, brilliant signing, and we avoided relegation. That's the big part of that. So got all of these players. How did Bridges get on? He's the one that I care about the most in that way. So the overall best 11: Solbrin in goal, Hutton, Bowdry, McDonald and Devine the back four, Hazeman, Darcy and Spong the midfield three. That's Wakeling, Williams and Williams the front three. Mitov, Hamilton, Clayton, Reed, Ian Dolo, Curtis and Tyree Simpson are all on the bench. So we've had more family and less hardcore going to the games, and we've lost some social media followers, so I suppose that lack of growth, I suppose. So they're expected to finish in the mid-table position next season, so I'm going to accept that vision. So improvement on that. Where do we want to go? Let's go to South West England, shall we? And next season, I would like to get mid-table. There we go. Nice. We'll tell you the promises next when you come back. They're not going to get any promises. I don't want to promise anything to anyone. Dizzy Zach is coming in. We're just waiting for the budgets. That's what we want to see. That's what you want to see. That's what we're all here for. Here we go. This is it. Oh, what's this? Improve our youth level. I did ask for that, to be fair. So we'll do this first. I think that's a great idea. And they're going to increase it to category 3. Nice. Right. Initial budget. Oh, okay. So I believe that's an increase of around 10,000 in the wage budget. And the transfer budget stayed about the same. So we've got some money to spend. We definitely got some money to spend. How's the FFP doing though? See, that's not great. But we are going to lose 2,000 from that because we're losing McDonald. And we're also going to lose... Yeah, I believe that's all we're going to lose. So, yeah. Oh, actually, no. We'll lose what we're paying for Jamie Hamilton, which is his whole wage. And what we're paying for Swanson, which is £500 a week. So we probably got about £6,000 to £7,000. Okay, we can do this. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Next video will be the start of next season and me showing you all of our transfers. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.